spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
When you look at this defense, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's Young. Buying time to his left. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers 7, Falcons 0. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. To the air, Penix. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Looking for London on the out route complete. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. To throw again is Penix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Panthers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves. Now, they feel exponentially worse.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Penix. And his pass incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw Penix. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded at the 33. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. To the left side, he's got McMillan. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. A play fake. Now Young. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted McMillan. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Falcons nothing. Sam Barton.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 6 now. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
At That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They are going for it. Penix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. (21-0) our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Falcons 7.
Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The Panthers had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic change.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ted McMillan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 7. Sam Martin set to
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Penix working out of the gun here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw with Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And looking to throw, Penix.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Penix. Got a man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd down at the 48-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Young will set to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Here's Young throwing on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
A 5-yard gain.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third down, Young from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Brings up second down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Throwing again, Penix. Wide open receiver, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Algier. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Young.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! And Xavier Worthy, 85 yards. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's second and 10. To the air, Penix. Complete to Mooney on the slant.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Penix to the air once more.
And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Penix.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Drake London.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Panthers 38, Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now again, it's Hubbard going left. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Off the play fake, Young. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
An 8-yard loss on the
Jalen Walker
It's now third
in there to
down.
record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. It's Young off play action. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. You call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good for a Carolina.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Young. Flush to his right.
That is caught. McMillan with it.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Hubbard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
By
Jalen Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this one is right through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They'll throw with Penix.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
In motion goes the tight end.
Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Charlie Warner.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
41. Falcons 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Dances by him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll roll him out right.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Young off the play fake.
And complete once again to Watson.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing, Young. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
Right side to Watson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Young off the bootleg. Steps away. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Young now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First down, they'll start with Algier. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Penix. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 37. That one goes for 24 yards. To the air, Penix. There's Moody with another catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Penix working out of the gun here. And this will be caught by Mooney. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And a Falcon first down.
To throw again is Penix. He's got his man, London, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Drake London,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Falcons drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, Young from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
And Xavier Worthy
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Panthers will line up.
The Young's going to throw for this.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Panthers 47. Falcons.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. From the shotgun, it's Penix.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw Penix.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Penix.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
Operating from the gun, Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Darnell Mooney.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Falcons 35.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Touchdown, Falcons!
Tyler Algier.
51 yards.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
42.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Young. Forced out to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete to Darnell Williams. It's a gain of 23 yards. And
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1.
People tell me all the time, right? They say, see, we don't really know you like that. Well, Shalon, you be killing me with how I usually keep it. I ain't that type of person, you know? But I'ma try and turn over a new leaf for y'all. Try and open up a little bit more. I got it. Foot on the gas. Gotta keep insurance when we see them, guarantee we gon' crash. You do the math. I got away from that little situation, but I ain't the one that's doing bad shit. All I can do is laugh. Like how you play the game, bitch, and you don't know the half. And now I'm on my way, cause I